46,500, and that was obviously after the clear market manipulations. But the truth is that altcoins just don't care. There are some altcoins which are basically saying, look, we don't care about you, Bitcoin, and we don't care what's going on with you. We are going to have a super cycle. Certain altcoins don't care, and that's exactly what's going on. There is an altcoin super cycle that is happening right now. The issue is that not everybody knows where to look. So a lot of other people that are watching other channels, like BitBoy's channel, they don't know about the altcoin super cycle that's happening right now. And so they're not going to make life-changing money. So today we're going full degen. Full degen. We are going to talk about the indicators that show me that there is an altcoin super cycle, and there are five indicators that show me that there actually is an altcoin super cycle happening. Then I'm going to show you exactly where to look to find this altcoin super cycle. It's going to be a monster show, and stay tuned till the end because there's going to be a new shopping list at the end. This is a show you don't want to miss. Welcome back, Banter fam. I'm Crypto Man Ray, and I'm here all the time bringing you crypto love and crypto wisdom. Love our Banter family. I realized that we are the luckiest crypto community in the world. And I'll tell you why we're lucky. Because we are based in Europe and South Africa and many other time zones. So the truth is that what I realized yesterday was that Banter actually brings you the news way before any of the other channels. So if you watch Banter, you've actually got like an advantage because we're up way before the United States. We work the whole day while the United States is sleeping so that we can bring you the crypto content first if you're in the States. And by the time all the other people wake up, BitBoy, George, everybody else, we've already reported the news. And I love those guys. I love their streams. But what I realized yesterday when I listened to George's stream, very good stream, love the guy, I realized that his stream was very, very, very similar to our stream. But ours was like 3 hours earlier. And I then realized that we're so lucky that we're in this time zone because we can bring you the news first. So you can find out which coins are going to run first. You can find out what news is breaking first. You can make life-changing money first. If you just watch Banter. If you watch Sheldon's show, if you wake up so early in the morning, he gives you the news first. So it's as if someone's going to give you information and you can choose. Do you want the information first or do you want the information second? So that's what it's about. So if you're new to our channel, welcome. This is a full degen channel. We're not about conservative people here, and we're not about salty people. We're about calls, we're about altcoins, we're about a family, and we are the most loyal crypto community on the whole of YouTube. So if you're new to our channel, subscribe to our channel, join this amazing journey with us. Trust me, it's going to be the ride of your life, and you will make life-changing money, and you will retire by the end of this crypto bull run. You got to trust me that. But first step, subscribe to our channel. Second step, follow me on Twitter @CryptoManRun. Next step, follow Sheldon on Twitter @Sheldon_sniper. Next step, follow producer Fred on Twitter. Okay. Next step, switch the music back on. Next step, after switching the music back on, DJing with us. Next step, there's no other steps. Just do what we say. Win lots of giveaways, give away lots of money. You see? We are Crypto Banter. I see you all. You guys are the family. Stinky Duck, Mohammed, Bruno, Glenn Goldberg, Yoga with Amit. I see everyone in the chat. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. Smash the like button. Let's tell people that we're here, because this is going to be a full-on DJing show. Let's talk about the boring news first. Let's get the news out of the way. Is there news? Where are you tuning in from? Tell me where you're tuning in from. We've got friends in Australia. We've got friends in Norway. We've got friends in Holland. We've got friends in the US. We've got Germany in the house. We've got India. I love India, and India is in the house, and India are loyal to us. India are amazing. I'm going to drink some tea because my throat is a bit sore. Chile, Scotland, Finland. I see you all. I see you all. I see people from Cape Town. By the way, if you are in Cape Town and you want to come and work in a blockchain place with us, so you go to info@cryptobanter.com and you say, hey, I'm from Cape Town and I want to come and work at your offices for free, just to sit around you guys. And if you are working on blockchain projects, we now have a new office that we're moving into where you guys can just come and sit. And that's with a friend of ours it's an amazing office. So what you want to do is you want to just info@cryptobanter and say, hey, I'm in Cape Town now and I'm work on blockchain and I want to come work for free, because everything we do is free. And we'll just give you a desk and we'll give you internet for free and you can sit with us for free. And if you want to fly to Cape Town to come and do that, that's cool also. We'll give you an internet and everything for free. And just be part of the Banter family for free, because everything we do here is free. So let's look quickly at what's going on in the news. Bitcoin. I saw Sheldon was watching like the 1 minute chart.
No. I've learned my lesson.
Okay, what are we looking at?
Bitcoin breaking short-term trend. I think a small retest here, so I'm taking some short-term little long. So on Coin Panel you can see it, guys. But then I see obviously the next three levels: 48, 49, and the blue one that I've marked here, the 51, is where we've reversed out of this big dump. So we want to get there eventually by the weekend. That'll be good. But upside first. The bulls are going to fight back first, Ran. You know, they try to dump the market. Let the bulls fight. Let's see how we get, and then we'll see.
You know, it upsets me that you're actually even watching the small time frames, because Bitcoin is boring.
No, just because of this. No, I know that, but it does. The sad thing is Bitcoin sneezed the other day and the whole market flipping dipped with it.
Yes,
so we're just making sure.
Bitcoin sneezed and the whole market recovered. And then what happened to altcoins? Specifically, I want to talk to you about a specific altcoin.
I don't want to talk about it, man. I really don't want to talk about it.
Go here and let's just talk about it's just a specific. I mean, which one should let's try Solana maybe. Hold on. Solana. Let's look at it on FTX, because I think FTX shows you. And let's look at the 4-hour chart or the 1 day chart. Let's look at the 1 day chart.
Sure. That looks a bit overheated, I think.
You said that, Sheldon. You did say $90 too. You did say that. You said that $90. You said Solana's overheated by Ethereum, and as a result, today you will get a haircut after the show. Today you're having a beautiful haircut. We didn't do it yesterday because the camera wasn't working, but now the camera is working. So we are going to give you a beautiful haircut under the show. All right. So Bitcoin, in my mind, is moving sideways, and it's boring. It's boring. Bitcoin is boring. Ethereum, can you show me the Ethereum chart?
What you gonna say, Ron?
I'm gonna say Ethereum is
boring.
I think Ethereum is boring. I also think that Ethereum is dead. I think that Ethereum is boring, and I think that Ethereum is dead. And that if you want to understand what's actually going on in this market, you have to know where to look. So you look at a place like Solana, and then you look at Raydium on Solana, which, by the way, I mean, just since in the last month has gone 5x, just quick 5x in the last month. And I mean, there's a whole lot of others we can talk about. Maybe we should talk about another one that we told you guys to buy, and that is Fantom. And even if you take Fantom in the last month has done a 6x. And I want to show you something else that maybe most of you aren't watching. But if you go to all categories on CoinGecko and you click Solana ecosystem, and you call up the Solana ecosystem and you look at the 7 day, even you see Solana is up 81% in the 7 days. You see that all the Solana projects, Raydium up 30% in the last 7 days, Serum up 30% in the last 7 days, Mango Markets up 20. Let's go to more degen Solana projects. Here we go. Saber up 206%. Solanium up 146%. Step Finance up 109%. All these are Solana projects. So yes, there is a bear market happening or a sideways market happening, but I'll show you the sideways market is not happening everywhere. If you know where to look, like remember I said the other day, you should be looking at a coin called Mist, which was Alchemist. And Alchemist was a miner's extractable value coin. That doubled today because I knew it was going to double. And that's why I told everybody when you talk about miner's extractable value, you have to be talking about Alchemist. There's another one that I think has doubled and I think can still double, and that is called Manifold. So you look at a token called Manifold. It's a DeFi suite. Tomorrow I'm going to give you a lot more information about it. It looks like it's only gone up 46% today. And I think it can still double from here, just for the record. But actually, if you look at it over the last week, it's gone from $10 and it went all the way up to $40. And now it's at $30. Or is it at $30? It should be higher than $30. Yeah, it's at $30. So this one can still do unbelievable upside.
Sure, that's got a tiny market cap.
Exactly. So what I'm saying to you is that there is something massive happening on the market right now. There is an altcoin super cycle that's happening. And what you need to know is you need to know where to look. And if you know where to look and you can get in early enough, you're going to make life-changing money. If you watch the later shows that happen on YouTube, then you won't make life-changing money and you also won't know where to look. That's how it works. Cool. So I'm going to put you back in the waiting room. I'm going to do the meat and potatoes of this show. Okay, first thing we want to confirm is that the Bitcoin dump is over. Is the Bitcoin dump over? That's the question that you need to ask, because you can't really have an altcoin super cycle if Bitcoin collapses. So you've got to ask yourself, is what happened the other day like a freak crash, or is there still more blood and more pain to come? Now remember, we think that it was all market manipulation and it was all around El Salvador Day. And since then, nothing has actually happened on the market. And we showed you yesterday why we think it's manipulation. And if we look at the geniuses on chain, so we look at people like Will Clemente, he said, over-leveraged traders were wrecked. Bitcoin whales just went and bought. So what you can see here is that as the price went down, which is the black line, the green line went up, and that is the green line is the whales that we're holding. So if you sold Bitcoin the other day, then on behalf of the whales, I would like to thank you for, they sent a letter. They said, here, let me quickly read it to you. Said, hi Ryan, please could you ask your community if anybody sold any Bitcoin the other day when the markets went down, and if they did, please thank them on our behalf. And lots of love. Look forward to seeing you soon on our yachts, the whales. So that's what they said in the text that they sent me. They said, please thank the community. So if you sold anything the other day on behalf of the whales, I want to thank you. That's what I want to thank you. Also, if we look at Birb says, he says, buy the dip confirmed. Basically what the whales did was they saw the dip, they bought the dip. Now, I also saw the dip and I bought the dip. And so maybe I'm a whale. I don't have a lot of Bitcoin, but I did see the dip and buy the dip. And that could just make me a whale. So that is what is going on here. There are a few other things that you need to be looking at on this market, which are very, very, very interesting. One is that the leverage hands are gone. So you see the leverage hand continues to go, and they haven't started coming back into the market. It's not like they've got confidence and they're now starting to leverage. It's almost like, you know, when you're training a dog and then like you give it the biscuit and you hit it and you like say, don't take the biscuit. Now he's not coming back for the next biscuit. That's what's going on here. So the leverage hand's got a good smack on the nose. And so now they're like, whoa, we're not getting back into leverage because we got wiped out, we got liquidated. Remember, the numbers were like absolutely shocking. 400,000 people got liquidated and $3.5 billion got liquidated. And that is basically so sore that they can't walk right now, and so they're just like reorganizing themselves before they come in and leverage back into the market again. So that's what's happening on the leverage. So there's actually no more leverage anymore in the market. So the leverage is gone. That's amazing. The next thing we need to look at, okay, hold on. Is there anything else about Bitcoin that you want me to talk about?
No.
I don't understand. This is not a Bitcoin show.
Yeah, we're saying they should separate the markets.
This is not a Bitcoin show. This is an altcoin show. Can you please stop talking so much about Bitcoin? I'm not wearing a Bitcoin shirt on the show anymore. God. Can I have a pair of scissors, please? Can I have the scissors, please? Okay, we're not wearing Bitcoin shirts on the show anymore. This is an altcoin show. We are not talking about Bitcoin anymore. There's a lot of shows that talk about Bitcoin. We talk about altcoins on the show. So let's talk about altcoins, okay? Let's talk about altcoins. There is a little bit of news. I mean, for one, if you want to talk about like boring news stories, let's talk about news stories. Mastercard just made an acquisition in crypto. And no jokes, this is actually a very, very, very serious acquisition. This is, I think, why Bitcoin woke up earlier today. Mastercard acquired a business called CipherTrace to enhance their crypto capabilities. So read between the lines. What's actually going on here? Mastercard is trying to make crypto payments more transparent so that when people talk about crypto, they don't say, oh, crypto is all about scams. So they want to run a clean crypto platform. And so what they've done is they've acquired CipherTrace. Now, CipherTrace is the competitor to Chainalysis, and they do on-chain transactions, and they look for frauds and fraudulent accounts. That's all one good thing that happened today. Then Brian Quintenz, who is the former CFTC commissioner in the United States, has joined none other than Andreessen Horowitz. I read a tweet. Is there a tweet somewhere here? He tweeted somewhere that he's actually joined Andreessen Horowitz. Maybe I lost the tweet.
Wait, go down. Yeah.
Where's that?
I feel like it just passed.
Anyway, guys, gone to Andreessen Horowitz. Andreessen Horowitz is now, you can see, degenning all into crypto, hiring the smartest people in the world and putting them into crypto. So we think now that the Bitcoin dump is over. And then there are two other amazing there's actually there's like 8 more indicators that show me that we are in an absolute degen bull market for altcoins right now, and that it is about to go absolutely parabolic in the next couple of days. So listen to this very carefully. Listen to this very, very carefully. The first indicator that shows me that we are about to go absolutely parabolic is, let's find it. Let's have a look here. So, this is the first indicator that shows me that we are about to go parabolic. You see this? It is the Bitcoin dominance chart. And I'm seeing something very, very, very interesting happening here on the Bitcoin dominance chart. We are just 3 days after what is possibly the third or fourth most treacherous day on the markets since the beginning of the year. And you can see that Bitcoin dominance is just getting stronger, getting weaker. Even though the market should be worried and panicked because we had a $10,000 candle the other day, basically we're getting this indicator that shows we don't actually care. And I actually think that very soon this Bitcoin dominance is going to break through that level, and then we're going to go down to 39, 38, and 37%, and the money is going to flow completely out of Bitcoin. But what I want to do is I want to ask Sheldon what he thinks of that Bitcoin dominance chart.
Yo, what do we need? Dominance.
Dominance.
Yeah.
I'm glad to see you looking at some reasonable charts there.
Yeah, I'm looking at when's the turning point. No, I'm joking. Bitcoin dominance, we've dropped the low run. So we have the last one now at 39.4. And then we got the all-time low at 35. So the fact that it's collapsing like this, it's big strength in the market. And at least it just confirms that this is the line that we need for any big corrections at any single point. But for now, confidence in the market. The alts are holding the market.
Now, so that's one of the indicators that's showing me that we are about to see a massive alt season. Now I want you to take me to another chart, and I want you to show me when we can expect the Bitcoin golden cross, because the Bitcoin golden cross, which is a massive indicator of bullish sentiment and a bull market, that's when the 200-day moving average crosses the 50-day moving average. And you can see that right now the Bitcoin golden cross is like one ball hair away from each other, right?
Yeah, so I'd say in the next 2 to 3 days, by the end of the weekend.
End of the weekend, we're going to get a
so
Bitcoin.
If we hold, so if we hold over 46K, we'll get a golden cross.
Amazing. So hold over 46K, get a golden cross. You're going to get the golden cross. You got the Bitcoin dominance indicator showing you that we are about to see an alt season. Then I look at another indicator, and this is actually an indicator that we don't look at often enough. And this indicator is Ethereum dominance. So if the money is flowing out of Bitcoin, the question is the money actually going into Ethereum? Because Ethereum is actually the proxy for alts. And what you're seeing here is that actually the money is not going to Ethereum. So the money is going out of Bitcoin, but it's not going into Ethereum. What we used to see in the past is we used to see that when money used to flow out of Bitcoin, it used to go into Ethereum. So the Bitcoin dominance would go down and the Ethereum dominance would go up. Now what you've got is you've got the Bitcoin dominance going down, and then you've got the Ethereum dominance going down. I called this. I said this to you guys weeks ago, and Business Insider even wrote an article about what I told you guys. They listened to our stream and they wrote an article, and I said it was the biggest altcoin opportunity since 2018. According to Crypto Evangelist, he sold some of his Ether, and he explains it, to buy 4 other cryptos. And that was when I said to you guys, you got to start buying Solana and Fantom, because this altcoin season is actually a very different altcoin season. This is an altcoin season that is not driven by Bitcoin and not driven by Ethereum. Ethereum is broken. Ethereum is dead. Ethereum doesn't work. So nobody is actually building on Ethereum anymore. That is what's going on. And they're moving their money into the other layer ones. And that is why the other layer ones are absolutely exploding. Solana, Fantom, AVAX, all absolutely exploding despite what's going on in Ethereum. Ethereum is now officially pronounced unusable. You cannot use Ethereum. And I told you guys this before. I said to you guys, you need to go into the layer ones. Let's quickly look at what the layer ones have done today or in the last week, despite the crash. We've had this correction, massive correction. Let's quickly look at what CoinGecko says about the layer ones. Let's look at the 7-day of the layer ones. Solana is up 78%. You've got, where's the AVAX chart? I want to see the AVAX chart. So you've got Algorand. Also, remember I said to you, Algorand, layer one that hasn't yet run, on the news that they're doing big things with El Salvador, 88% up in the last 7 days. Okay. I said to you, so AVAX up in the last day, 20%. So you see what's going on here is that everybody is running away from Ethereum into the other layer ones. And Ethereum, in my mind, for the time being, is dead because it's unusable. And because it's unusable, no one is building anything on Ethereum. That is one thing that's happening on Ethereum. So the indicator for me that we're getting into a massive, ridiculous altcoin season is the fact that when I look at the Bitcoin dominance is going down. And then I say, logically, if the Bitcoin dominance is going down, the Ethereum dominance should be going up. But the Ethereum dominance is actually also going down. So that means that because Bitcoin and Ethereum together make up 60% of the market cap of crypto, if money moves out of Bitcoin and Ethereum, money goes into the other altcoins. That's what's happening right now. Money is moving into the other altcoins away from Bitcoin and Ethereum. why this is so exciting is because remember when money used to move out of Bitcoin, 1% difference in the dominance used to drive the altcoins up hugely. Now you're taking money out of Bitcoin and Ethereum and you're moving it into the altcoins. So small amounts out of Bitcoin and Ethereum move the altcoins by a lot. And there's a certain other dynamic which is happening. So Bitcoin dominance going down, Ethereum dominance going down, golden cross on the horizon, coming any day now to a store near you, okay? That's happening now. Something else is happening. Something huge is happening. No one knows about this yet. No one. Do not tell the other channels. Do not tell BitBoy about this because this is happening now, okay? There is something huge that you need to know about. Told you before, because you're part of the Banter community, you see things before anybody else because we're the first show that launches in the morning because everyone else is still sleeping. But BitBoy is still sleeping. So there is something else that is happening right now, which can bring a lot of money. And it's going to bring a lot of money not into Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's going to bring a lot of money into degen altcoins, which are the degen altcoins that I've told you to buy. Watch this. So this is where Fred was very smart, because Fred is very smart. Fred is super, super smart. You see, I was so smart that I told you guys I took some of my money out of ETH and I put it into Solana. When I looked at my portfolio this morning, I had 2 times the amount in Solana as I did in ETH. So now I have twice as much Solana as I have Ethereum because I did that switch that I told you guys to do. I told Sheldon to do it. Sheldon didn't listen. Tough luck for him, didn't listen. We just can't help the guy. He didn't listen. Okay. And therefore he's getting a haircut. So here's what's happening. You know how when money flows out of Bitcoin, it can go into altcoins. And when money flows out of Ethereum, it moves into the other altcoins. Now, watch this. What would you say has been the biggest money grab or biggest money rush in the last 30 days? And I'll give you a hint. Fred degened into it. What would you say has been where has all the money flowed to in the last 30 days? Guess. Guess. While I'm drinking my water, guess. Jimbo Jones is a genius. Okay, so where has the money gone? The money's gone into NFTs. Lots of money has left the ecosystem and it's gone into NFTs. But now, when I look at the data, I see that something is happening in the world of NFTs. And you can see that the statistics are showing us that there is a slight cool down in NFTs. If you look at the weekly active addresses in NFTs, the weekly active addresses is going down. So it means that the same degens that have been degening into NFTs, the same degens that have took money out of crypto, they didn't take money out of Bitcoin and Ethereum, they took money out of their degen altcoins and they went to degen into NFTs. But now they're realizing that NFTs are not as liquid as they wanted them to be, and that it takes a bit longer to make 100x's, and that NFTs are actually quite risky. Because when you buy an NFT, it's like buying a piece of art. It's like buying one painting. When you buy a protocol like Solana or Ethereum, it's like buying the company that manufactures the canvas for the paintings, right? So what these degens are now realizing is that NFTs are very risky. And they're starting to bring that money back from NFT land, and they're starting to bring their money back into crypto. Now, when they bring the money back into crypto, where are they going to put the money? Like, let's ask Fred. Fred, let me ask you a question. Fred, hello. When you bring your money back from NFT land, where are you going to put the money? Are you going to put it into, what are you going to put the money?
So I've already started scaling out of some NFTs off OpenSea, and where I'm going to put my money in where I think the most undervalued sector of crypto is. The most undervalued sector with the biggest upside. That's where I'll be putting my money.
Okay, so are you going to put your money into Bitcoin?
Nope.
Are you going to put your money into Ethereum?
Nope.
Are you going to put your money into the Solana ecosystem?
Some of it.
Are you going to put your money into the Fantom ecosystem?
Some of it.
Are you going to put your money into the other altcoins that I tell you to put your money into?
Abso-fucking-lutely.
So you see, that's exactly what I wanted to show you guys. There has been a little bit of a cool down in NFTs. That's not according to me, it's according to the statistics. The statistics are showing us that there is a cool down in NFTs. Pransky says it might be time to focus on phoning friends for a while. NFTs need a bit of a moment to chill out before the next level of growth. That's exactly what's going on here. Woo Blockchain publishes an article, and they are showing you that the money, the 7-day volume in NFTs for Loot, for CryptoPunks, for Bored Ape Yacht Club, for Mutant Club, the numbers for NFTs are dropping significantly in the last 7 days. Where are these degens putting their money? Told you. They're going to degen. And they're not going to degen into Bitcoin and Ethereum. They're going to degen into degen coins. That is what they're going to be doing. And that's what we're going to be talking about today. We're going to be talking about degen coins. They're also going to be going into DeFi. Now, why I think that this flow of money is actually going to go from NFTs into DeFi is, again, because of the Master Fred. So Master Fred showed me something today. He said, look at the total DeFi users of all time. Now, I know this is very small. I'll try and make it bigger for you. That's what I said to her. And then next thing. Okay, so you can see that if you take the total users in DeFi over the cumulative users in DeFi, cumulative, you see that only 3.3 million addresses have interacted with DeFi. Only 3.3 million addresses have interacted with DeFi. Now, let's look at how many Ethereum addresses there are. And there are 127,614 addresses. Million. 127 million addresses on DeFi, on Ethereum, and only 2% of the Ethereum addresses have started to use DeFi. So now I'm going, hold on a second. If there are 125 million Ethereum addresses, and now all of a sudden, they start to realize what I realized, and that is that you can go to DeFi on Solana. Here, I'm going to show you on Saber, on Solana, you can go there. Let me zoom in for you guys so that you can see it, because I didn't believe it when I saw it first. But then once I zoomed in, then I confirmed it. And you can stake your US dollars and earn 10%. And you can stake your Bitcoin and earn 17%. And you can stake UST versus USC and earn 30%. And you can stake Solana and earn 18%. And you can eat a stake. You can have REN BTC, which is just BTC, and you can have 38%. You see, everybody's going to realize this. And then those 121 million addresses are going to say, look, we're leaving Ethereum, we're going to Solana, because on Solana, on DeFi, on Solana, I can actually make a lot more money. On Fantom, on DeFi, on Fantom, I can make a lot more money. And you know what the best thing about this is? That when you want to unstake your money or stake your money or wrap up your LP tokens, you don't pay ridiculous gas fees. The reason why only 3% of addresses in Ethereum, only 3 million out of 127 million addresses, okay? The reason why this is happening, the reason is that the gas fees on Ethereum are too high, and most people in crypto just cannot do anything. Because you want to do DeFi, you've got to wrap up your LP tokens, cost you $250. You want to move them from one wallet to another, $250. You want to stake them, $250. You want to unstake them, $250. By the time you finish the transaction, you actually owe Ethereum money for trying to stake it on Ethereum. On Solana, there's no gas fees. On Fantom, there's no gas fees. On Luna, there's no gas fees. You just stake and you make money. And so what I think is going to happen now is that the degens are going to take their money out of NFTs. NFTs were fun. I don't think it's by no means over. I don't think it's over. I just think that the hype is going to quiet down a bit. They're going to bring their money back into crypto, and then they're going to put their money into DeFi. But they're not going to put their money into DeFi on Ethereum because the gas fees are too high. And specifically NFT people. NFT people hate gas because they got so screwed by gas while they were buying NFTs that they have this like anxiety, this phobia around gas, right? So what they're going to do is they're going to say, buy Ethereum. I'm not playing NFTs on your network anymore. I'm moving to Solana and I'm moving to Fantom, and I'm not paying gas fees anymore. Game over. And then we're going to get these 120 million users because they now know how to use a wallet, and they're going to start moving it. I did see something. If I looked at the Grayscale numbers, I do see that institutions are buying Ethereum again, and there's a slight premium on the Ethereum Grayscale Bitcoin Trust. And eventually they're also going to work out that Solana is actually a much better place to be than Ethereum. Okay, let's see. Is there anything else that I want to show you guys before we go full tilt degen? And also I want to know where Alex Mashinski is, because remember, we want to talk to Alex Mashinski today. We have to talk. I think he's got the links. Let's quickly check if Alex Mashinski is joining us. Oh, he says he's backstage. I don't see him backstage. Please send me a show link onto my... 1 second. So Alex Mashinski is going to join us in a second. Okay. While Alex is joining us... Okay, 1 second. I do want to talk to him about the Coinbase story and how lending can actually be deemed a security. Okay, he will be here in a second. While he is going to be here, I'm going to show you a little trick of how you can just make money. I did show it to you the other day. I'm going to show it to you guys again. It's so simple. You literally just go and look at the Solana ecosystem. And what we see when we look at the Solana ecosystem, we spoke about DeFi. We can see that Solana has now got $7.5 billion locked up in DeFi. It's completely overtaken Terra. It's overtaken Matic and Polygon, and it's about to catch up to Binance. The next stop is that Solana dethrones Binance or BSC as the second largest player in DeFi. So that's happening. And you can just look at the projects that have a high total value lock or even a low total value locked. And what I would do is I would just dollar cost average into all of these projects. I would dollar cost average into Saber. I would dollar cost average into Raydium. I would dollar cost average into Sunny. I would dollar cost average into Solfarm. I would dollar cost average into Serum. Just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and a few others. You can dollar cost into, let's have a look here. There was another one that I was dollar cost. Mango Markets, I was dollar cost averaging into. Step Finance, I was dollar cost averaging into. Just dollar cost average. Just put $100, $200, $300. Remember, the gas fees are close to zero. That's the beauty of all of this. What else am I degenning into? Fantom. Watch the Fantom ecosystem. Don't buy Fantom. Buy the Fantom ecosystem. Where do you get that? I told you before, but I'll show it to you guys again because I know that some of you have got slight learning disabilities like me and like Fred. So I see that Alex is here. So you go to DeFi Llama, you look at Fantom Chain, and you look at the total value locked by the project. And you can literally just buy dollar cost average into all these projects. Just dollar cost average into every single one of these projects. And some will make it and some won't. But I've been doing that on Solana for the last month, and I've made 10x on every single one of my projects. Raydium, every one of the Solana projects has got 10x. What else am I dollar cost averaging into? I did tell you guys about Manifold, Fold Finance. I told you guys about that. Okay, another one that this is a full degen show. You need to go and do your own research. This is what I'm doing. I've got some scoop on this thing called XCAD network. This is a plugin for YouTubers to be able to accept crypto. And Mr. Beast is an investor, and they are announcing something. I saw this announcement. It's a rumor. Okay, so it's not actually an announcement. It's actually just a rumor. It's just a rumor. It's not a. They sent me a rumor the other day. So yeah, there's a rumor. It's a rumor. I mean, it's just a rumor that there's a guy called KSI. You know, KSI is some famous guy. This is a rumor that he's also going to start using the XCAD network, and it is also just a rumor that the announcement might come out soon. It's just a rumor. It might not happen. It might happen. It's just a rumor. Okay, rumor. It's a rumor. Then there's another one that I'm DeFiing, that I'm actually going to start dollar cost averaging. We have spoken to them before, and that is Akash. The reason why I'm going to start dollar cost averaging into Akash is because I'm watching their growth, and you can see this is the tweet that sealed it for me. Greg from Akash says, days it took to double the number of active deployments on Akash. So the first one took, to get to 100 deployments, took 112 days, then 226 days, and then from 200 to 429 days. So I'm starting to see exponential growth in Akash, in deployments of Akash. And that, whenever I see exponential growth, I say to myself, Metcalfe's law, exponential growth, buy. That's what I would be doing. And this is not a rumor. This is actually fact, not a rumor. It's actually fact. I did tell you about Alchemist. I wouldn't be buying Alchemist now, but I did tell you about it. So we did tell you. We did tell you about it. What else? We'll degen in a second. We'll degen again in a second. I do want to bring in Alex Mashinski. And the reason why I want to bring in Alex Mashinski is because yesterday we spoke about the SEC coming out against Coinbase and saying that lending could be deemed to be a security. And that if Coinbase do it, they're going to take action against Coinbase and they're going to sue Coinbase. And they also asked Coinbase, in terms of one of those Wells notices, they want to know the entire waiting list of customers on the Coinbase platform that want to use the lending products. So clearly the SEC is defending the banks. So whenever I hear something about lending, I phone the genius of lending and I say, Alex, come on the show. Alex is on our show. Alex, welcome, my friend. Been a long time.
Ryan, I thought you're going to call me back because I called perfectly the market on your show. 29,000, 53,000. I think you should
call you back.
Clip. You know,
Alex, where's it going now? Because the history is the history. Where's it going now? Up or down?
I read my Twitter. It's all there, play by play. I've been 100% on the money this year. So I don't know how long I can keep it up, but my plays have been perfectly matching. So
what does your Twitter say now? I'm going to go and look at it. What does your Twitter actually say now?
It says that if the volume keeps increasing, we should hit another resistance at 60,000. If we can break that, we're going to, we're going to break to over 100,000 this year. I did amend my projection of 140 to 160,000 to happen in Q1, not in. I said by the end of the year, because of the China miners debacle, that pushed us over by 1 quarter, maybe 2 quarters. But I'm sticking with that blow off top, 140 to 160,000 first half of next year. Right now, we got to break through that 60,000 resistance.
Okay, Alex, let's get to the matter at hand, which is this Coinbase matter, which is Brian Armstrong coming out against the SEC. And I mean, how can lending be a security? Is he insinuating that stable coins are, because they're backed by actual US dollars, are securities?
So let's maybe go through what actually happened, because I think a lot of people think that this is about all of lending. Coinbase today offers yields on their website. Obviously, their yields are not as good as Celsius, but they offer yields on ETH and on a bunch of other coins. So the dispute is not over all of lending, but we have to be clear that right now, if you're looking at the issues that BlockFi is having, the issues that Coinbase are having, these are all disputes over very specific definitions. The way I understand it, and again, the SEC has not clarified their position, so it's not like we can read something they wrote and be 100% sure. But from what I understand, the SEC is telling Coinbase, you cannot offer yield on stable coins to non-accredited U.S. investors, right? That's, I think, the narrow definition of what they're saying. They don't have an explanation why. And Coinbase is saying, no, you're wrong. We can, we should, and we may take you to court. So that's really the dispute, I think, that
but the SEC is designed to protect investors and the grand market structure as a whole. but only when it comes to securities. What I'm confused about is which part of lending is a security. So is it because they deem all stable coins to be securities because their value revolves around the value of a dollar? What is it that gives the SEC the right to come and regulate lending products or even talk about lending products?
It is not clear. I mean, that's exactly what we're missing. We're missing the answer from the SEC of what they're interpreting as a security. And unless they share with all of us the information that they think their interpretation. Again, remember, they're the cop. They're not the judge, right? They're the guys who are supposed to enforce the laws written, and their interpretation could be different than a lawyer or a company. That is fair. That's fine. But they must communicate what is their position. If they tell you, hey, you can't do this and that, and they don't tell you why, that is obviously it's very difficult to operate in that environment.
Okay, have the SEC come to Celsius at all? Have you guys engaged with them? Have they come to you and asked you for the same kind of information? Have they threatened you guys with any legal battles?
Well, so remember, the Coinbase has submitted a letter to the SEC or submitted a ruling request. They basically said, this is what we're going to do. Tell us it's fine, right? So they forced the hand of the SEC. Normally, usually what happens is that you go to your lawyers, you ask them for opinion, you perform your function based on the opinion, and if the regulator says that they don't like something you're doing, they will reach out to you and tell you that they don't like what you're doing. But here, Coinbase wanted an opinion from the SEC, or wanted a release or basically an approval from the SEC, and they forced their hand. I'm sure that the Coinbase lawyers told the CEO everything is going to be fine, just submit it. So this is a surprise to everybody, right? This is not something that anyone has expected, and I think that's why it's such big news, because the question is the SEC overstepping their boundaries here as far as what they're actually allowed to regulate, or is their interpretation proper?
I get a feeling that the SEC is protecting the banks. I get a feeling that the SEC is realizing that people are not lending and borrowing from banks anymore because they can just get better terms in crypto. And I get the feeling that the SEC is actually protecting the banks. Like, is that what you're feeling?
So Esther Pierce, who was one of the commissioners of the SEC, right? They have 4 commissioners, if I remember correctly. One of the 4 said it is not the job of the regulator to protect the incumbents, meaning to protect the banks. So I think there is a disagreement inside the SEC about different steps that they're taking. We have to really wait and see what's going to come out. Obviously, this just happened yesterday, so there has not been enough time for us to get any news or any information about this. But again, look, we at Celsius, you asked me a question. We continuously talk to all regulators all over the world. We operate in 170 countries, and we have discussions all the time. Again, here, what Coinbase did was different than normal process, right? This was, I would say, a more aggressive step forward to try to get an answer. And so we have to, they have to deal with the consequences. But it's definitely a big question about what are the next steps here.
Alex, quick question. So I'm interested to understand in terms of flows into Celsius, because that's a gauge for what's happening on the market. Where are the major flows now? The last time you came out and you said it was Ethereum, and that's why you thought Ethereum would flip in Bitcoin, or you already said that Ethereum fundamentally has flipped in Bitcoin, but the market cap has yet to catch up. If you look at the flows today in your business, what's up and coming?
So last week was our all-time record in net inflows. There was just over $500 million in 1 week. So that's a $2 billion net inflows per month. We crossed 25 billion in overall assets. and amazingly, last week the number one coin was Cardano. We added Cardano recently, and for the past 2 weeks, Cardano has been just flying, hundreds of millions of dollars every week coming in from Cardano. Bitcoin is still the second one.
What is the Celsius yield on Cardano?
We're offering 4.05%, but that yield probably will go up as we deploy. I think the highest yield you can get is 5.05 or 5.1, even if you stake yourself. But as you know, we have to have like 20% in reserves. We have to accommodate for withdrawals. So we weren't sure how much is going to come in. But now that so much is coming in, we're definitely going to have to raise the rate as we yield more. And we don't see any withdrawals. All we're seeing is a flooding of. Also, remember, a lot of our customers put Cardano because they can take, in California, you can take a 0% interest loan against your Cardano, for example, right? So a lot of people who hold this asset come in and take a loan to pay off their credit card or pay off other debts. And obviously that is a great use case. You still keep all your coins and you get to basically get some of that cash to reduce your interest payments in other places. So that's kind of a win-win strategy.
Okay, Alex, thank you, my friend. Thank you for clarifying for us. I'm actually going to get hold of Alex after the show, and I'm going to get him to sponsor the show, like 1inch to sponsor the show, and then I'm going to put a referral link for everybody here to go to Celsius so we can start making money on our crypto. Because every time I speak to you, I think to myself, why aren't I making money on my crypto? So now I'm actually going to change that. We're going to speak after the show. Alex, thank you, my friend.
Thanks for having me. Take care.
Thank you. So that's Alex clarifying for us. Now I want to just, while he was speaking, it got me thinking. And you know what I thought to myself? I wonder if any of you are going to get this right. I wonder if anyone's going to get this question right. What do you think is the coin that Solana should be the most thankful for? So if I would say to you, like, if Solana were to write a letter to thank another coin, like, dear someone, we would like to thank you because you have been a big part of our success. And you can't say Ethereum because obviously because Ethereum's broken, Solana is running. What do you think is the coin that makes that Solana should be the most thankful for? I basically said it. I fucked the whole thing up. The answer is Cardano. I fucked the whole thing up. Oh man. So the reason why it is Cardano, you guys are very smart, is because Cardano created a benchmark of a value of a smart contract network that hasn't got real traction. So Cardano's got some traction, but it's not real traction. And so by getting a market cap of $100 billion, what the market basically said is, hey, you can have a smart contract platform that doesn't have much adoption, and the value of such a platform must be around $100 billion. So then when people look at Solana and say, hold on, but Solana actually does have traction and people are building and there is a TVL, they say, hold on, but relative to the $100 billion that Cardano has, Solana seems cheap. And I think that was a massive reason why Solana had such a run, because every time that we look at Solana, what we say to ourselves is, hold on a second, Solana's got a market cap of $59 billion now, but it's still cheap relative to Cardano, which has $83 billion. So Solana's best friend is actually Cardano, and Cardano's best friend is actually Ethereum. That's the way that I see it. That's the way that I see it. Let me know if you think you agree with me. Let me know if you enjoyed the show. Let me know if I should come back and do another show tomorrow. Yeah, just let us know. See you guys again tomorrow. Let me know if you want me to be here. Until then, DJing, my friends. Yo. Good show, kids. That was fun.
Sheldon's on mute. Sheldon, get ready for your haircut, man.
Yeah, get ready for your
Good show, buddy. Great show.
Your haircut's coming now. We're going to do it right now. We're going to move this camera and we're going to do it.
Ryan, dude, you missed one of the coins. You